Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Scott and Jaime Show. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jaime.
Today's topic is bandwidth. What do you mean,
Yes.
Jaime?
Okay, so very often we're talking to coaching clients and they're concerned because they're not living up to their potential. Right? And they're not being the ideal selves. And so I often explain to them where the fallacy is in their argument in using computers.
Right, yes. Yes.
So I use bandwidth.
Right, bandwidth as a concept.
As a concept.
Uh-huh.
So let's imagine that you are an actual computer and you have a processing of a gigabyte or 1,000, let's just say 1,000 megabytes of processing, and it looks like that, right? And that's your ideal Scott.
Right.
That's 1,000 megabytes of processing. So
each day I have access to that 1,000 megabytes.
Right. And so what happens is every day you sort of grade yourself against, did I get enough work done because I have this much capacity and I really fooled around and I procrastinated and I didn't get enough done and I'm going to beat myself up. But the truth is that even though we have 1,000 megabytes of a capacity in the ideal world, that on any given day we're in the background processing all different kinds of things that sort of limits our capacity to do stuff for that day. Right? So one day it might be that you're not feeling well.
Right.
And boom, capacity.
Yeah, for me, sickness would make my capacity about 10%.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a big baby.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
No one's a bigger baby than I am with illness.
Really big baby,
Yeah,
guys.
big baby.
Right?
All right. What else could reduce capacity?
Let's say there's something going on with a friend or a family member that's on your mind, right? And so you're not at 100% because there's a little part of your mind that's like stuck with that person.
Definitely.
Like really thinking about them or hoping for the best or, ooh, we had an argument. Like, I wonder what's going to happen when we talk next.
Yeah. For me, another one for me is lack of sleep.
Yes.
If I don't get a good night's sleep, then my capacity, my bandwidth for the next day is reduced. Now, I'm not at 10% the next day, but I'm probably at about 75%.
Yeah.
And if I do it 2 nights in a row, I'm probably at 50%.
Yeah, and sleep is really important to me. And if I don't get enough sleep, I'm typically cranky in the morning to begin with. And if you limit...
Cranky is an understatement, by the way. Anyone who knows Jamie Willis. Before 9 o'clock, don't even bother her with the most important thing. Forget it. Wait till 9:01.
Yeah. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah, for our 25 viewers, don't forget that.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock. Before 9 o'clock, call him.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm up at 5. Give me a call.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
So the idea is what is happening on any given day is really going to impact your ideal self. And so rather than judging yourself and beating yourself up and having guilt and shame over what you are able to get done today, when you're starting to feel like, wow, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, ask yourself what your capacity actually was, right? And if there is a problem with sleep, if there is a problem with a friend or something that's taking up bandwidth and you don't want it to, then you can address that issue and free it up.
Right. Instead of being mystified as to why you can't live your ideal self.
Right.
Because you know what? We don't live in an ideal world. We live in a real world. And the only thing that living in an ideal world does to us is makes us beat ourselves up.
Right.
And that is not helpful at all. So understand why your bandwidth is being reduced, and before you know it, you can take steps to increase it, or take steps to just accept that's the way it is for a few days until you are able to get over whatever it is you need to get over.
Yeah, and then you're not going to be able to get as many tasks done, so prioritize the 2 or 3 things with that much bandwidth you can do and do them.
Right. Yeah. It's all about bandwidth.
It is.
Yeah, I really love that concept, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
It's worked out really well for a lot of clients.
Yeah, it definitely has. So that's all we have time for this week.
Yeah.
Another Scott and Jamie show.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. See you soon. Take care, everybody.